Hi guys, this is Ma, your English language teacher and IELTS trainer, and I am doing a quick live here on my YouTube channel to see who is interested in studying some IELTS. So if you are interested in studying IELTS and you have any questions related to IELTS, then you can join this live stream and we can have a quick chit chat. So waiting for people to join this and hoping to get some questions that I can help you answer. If there is something that you're struggling with, especially with the reading and the writing section of the IELTS exam, then I will be here to help you. This is an open stream, which means that you can join this and ask me the questions directly. Okay. The hardest thing to do ever is to wait for people to join your live stream. And once there's a few, then it becomes easier for the others to join as well. All right, so I have a question that says general reading tips. There are tons of tips. There's a lot of tips, and I would say that if you want to become better at the general reading or even the academic reading for that matter, is to pick up the keywords. And what are the keywords? In very simple English, keywords are any big words, anything to do with time, anything to do with distance, anything to do with what do you call it? I would say number of hours, months, dates. So if you pick them up in your text, then those would be also repeated in the questions. So make sure that when you're starting to look at the general IELTS reading paper, you are underlining or highlighting or keeping a note of the big words that are mentioned over there. Then go to the questions, find the synonyms for those. So read the question and try to see if the words that you had underlined or highlighted, if they're the synonyms of any words in the questions. So usually you don't have to read everything that is in the reading paper, but you have to skim and scan. So that means that you have to quickly go through the text that is there, and you have to find synonyms for the questions in the text box. Okay, so that's one of the most simplest tip that I can give you, and that works all the time. I tell my students not to read everything that is in your on the paper. Okay, any other questions? This is just a Q&A, so you can ask me any IELTS related questions. You're welcome. I hope you have subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't, do so right now and watch the videos, because I am creating a series of the IELTS writing tasks, and as I create those, it will then be easier for you to follow the format or the template that is there, and then be able to write or read better, especially in your IELTS exams. So I am looking forward to receiving more questions, anything related to IELTS. You can put them down in the comments, and if you want to join this live session, then you can do that as well. All right, this is IELTS question time. Okay, so Muhammad Asif says, how can IELTS help with immigration? Well, once you apply for immigration to Canada, the Canadian immigration will require you to do the IELTS exam. If you don't have that, then your papers would be considered as incomplete. Your application probably would not go forward. Jawad Ali says, I want to come to Canada. If you want to come to Canada, you can go to facebook.com/English Canada. We just did a quick live session with an education consultant, and we'll be doing another live session that would help you come to Canada. Then I have a question from Love You Pakistan. Says, last passage of reading is lengthy, so we should start it first. Is it good? It's completely up to you. I usually prefer to go in order from the easiest to the hardest, but because I don't want to get stuck, with trying to answer the questions in the last paragraph or the last passage, and then not have enough time for the first two. So just finish off the first two as soon as you can, and then go to the last one. Again, read the questions first. So that is very important. Read the question first. Whatever the questions are asking you, look at all the big words. Okay, so let's say you have the word environment, or maybe bad for the environment. You have the phrase bad for the environment. So you have to go back to the passage and find something which is bad for the environment. Maybe look for the word pollution. So again, knowing your synonyms is very, very important. And to know your synonyms, you should be reading every single day. That's very important as well. Mohammed Asif says, how much does your IELTS training cost to enroll in, and how long is the training? So my training that I take students in for is a minimum of 25 hours, and it starts at $30 an hour. If you're willing to pay that amount, then you can get in touch with me on the Facebook page, English Canada, and we can talk about it. Jawad Ali says, any link to what? I don't think I understand your question, Jawad Ali Khan. So yeah, if there's more questions, please, speaking, reading, listening, writing, you can drop them my way. Please do watch the videos that I have posted on this YouTube channel, English Canada. And I am starting a series of writing task first, and then we're going to get into writing task 1 of the academic, where I show you how to write the 150 word long letter. And then for the academic writing task 1, we have either a pie chart, a bar graph, we have a table, we have an illustration, we have a process, so 5-6 different types. Then we can get in touch. I can help you write those as well. Jawad Ali Khan says, any link to immigration? There is no link to immigration. You can comment in the comment section below that video, or send me a message on English Canada, the Facebook page, and I'll connect you to the consultant. Muhammad Atif says, you're doing amazing job, ma'am, by sharing all this value for free. Nobody is putting that much effort. There's a lot of people who do that as well, but I have a little audience over here, so I want to reach out to as many people as I can, and hopefully these videos will help everybody who watches them. So even if you want to become better at speaking or listening to my videos and watching my videos will help you. I will try to speak slow, But what you can do is you can try to copy me as much as you can. Sit in front of a mirror or a camera, or talk to yourself out loud. Repeat what I'm saying, because once you start repeating, your brain will start accepting the words and the vocabulary and the structure of the sentences, your grammar. Everything will automatically start getting absorbed, and then when you speak it, it will be better. So make sure you're just not only listening, but you're speaking at the same time. Even if you're reading, you should not read in your head, but you should read out loud. Okay, your ears have to listen to your voice, and your brain has to understand what you're saying, and the brain will only understand when it's listening. Okay, so that's very, very important. So if you have any other questions related to IELTS, drop them my way. So people who stutter, will their speaking score be affected by that? No, I don't think that should affect your speaking score if it is something that the examiner picks up upon um, as you being, as you stuttering a lot, then they would probably ignore that, because they would know the difference between somebody who is naturally stuttering or making it up. So if you are not stuttering naturally, then don't fake it, because the examiner meets 101 students a day, or like in 2 days over the weekend, and they can tell how fake or original a person is. So try not to stutter if that is not something you do generally, because they will figure it out, and your band score definitely will drop. Muhammad Atif's. Okay. So Jawad says IELTS very important to come to Canada. Yes. If you do not have an IELTS score, you haven't done the exam, then of course you cannot complete your application. Okay. Okay. So any other questions? If not, then I will take your leave. I've been here for 15 minutes, and I think this is something that I would start doing also on a regular basis. So if you have any questions related to IELTS, you can drop them in the comments below, and I will address them the next time I do my live session. Thank you so much for watching. And again, I hope you have subscribed to English Show Canada. And please listen to Vakar Zaka when he tells you to invest in Bitcoins, because he knows what he's doing. Take care, and have a great evening. You're welcome.